Just realized I was on mute. Sorry about that, guys. Yep, yeah, I caught it just in time. Thank you, Deandra. So yes, welcome everyone. I'm Brendan Farrell. This is the Red Horde. We are here today to watch Wrexham at home against Millwall. Big game. Two teams in the playoff hunt right now in the top 6 places. So this is going to be a big one. This one and Ipswich are important to stop the other teams we're competing against from getting points and us to start to separate ourselves or catch up, actually, because we're behind both teams. Hey, Swoosh Kid, Lionel. Obviously, Mardi Gras, who else was in? Jack's always in hours early. Deandra's here. What else? Spets. Raymond, I saw earlier. A lot of people, and I saw Jason in. Astro joining. You were trying to find the unmute. Yeah, I got you working early today, huh? Sorry about that. I was doing like 10 things as usual, trying to get. So, hey, Mertlin, what's up? Jed, nice to see you. There's one of the Daves jumping in. Yeah, so trying to ping Shaun, and I think he's snoozing away. So, yeah, I was trying to prep. Shaun usually likes to do all the background of the different teams and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of people that have been in the stream so far have been talking about how they think this is going to be a tough one. And the more times people started giving respect to Millwall, the more I thought these are always the ones where when we respect the team, we know it's going to be tough. We show up and play big. That's not all the time. Oh, another Dave in there. Hey, Dave. And that's what I'm hoping for here. I'm hoping that, we play down to our competition and we also play up to our competition. And I'm hoping that obviously we're taking this one seriously. And we come with full energy. If we do, I think we're going to be good. Thank you, Deandra. Yeah, it's I'm the first time wearing. So this is the you guys voted for Shaun to give me this. This is the warm-up jersey from Wrexham's team last year in League One, with the whole team signing it, minus Mullen and Palmer, but everyone else is on here. Rodriguez, Smith, and the whole thing. It's all across the back, all their signatures. I'm wearing this because it's about 38 Fahrenheit in my house right now. I'm going on a week without any heat or water. Good times. And we're getting another 5 inches right now. So good stuff. It's impossible to get a plumber around here. Everyone's scrambling to get their houses straightened back out. So anyway, yeah, it is cold in here. I can actually open up my refrigerator and unplug it to keep the food colder. So let me see here. I'm going to go to, we'll do lineups first, I guess. How's that? It's against the Geneva Convention, I know. All right, let's check out the lineup here. So obviously January window closed, and yeah, this is the team that we're going to have to do for the run-in. And we can go back to whether or not that was enough, whether we thought we needed more, stuff like that. But we'll look at today's lineup. Okonkwo, Cleworth, Hyam, Doyle, Kabore, James Sheaf, Kakache, Rathbone, O'Brien, and Moore. So, we got the hustle package in when you have Rathbone and O'Brien, right? They're going to be all over the place. Interestingly, they paired those two with Moore. So Moore's going to have to be the hold up guy, and then he dumps it off to those two. I think the super caffeinated team is when you have Smith in that Moore position, and you have three guys that are nonstop running and moving around. I think that level of chaos definitely always makes opportunities happen. Whether or not they finish is a different thing. So going with Moore adds a little bit more balance to the team, I think, up front. So we'll see how this goes. On the bench, Ward, Scar, Longman, Dobson, Thompson, Windass, Keeler-Dunn, new addition from League One, Rodriguez, and Smith. So a lot of firepower on the bench, right? With Windass, you'd presume Keeler-Dunn, and Rodriguez, and Smith. So if we're behind, we can bring it back. Also, you got Dobson on that you can bring on for to enhance your defense. Longman's pretty solid, and Thomason. So RKO, nice to see you, sir. Viner, Viner. I thought Viner was going to be out for at least another week, right? That's what I heard. I thought he was injured when we traded for him. I always think that's weird, trading for someone who's injured. But we did it, and that's interesting. I hear plenty of people also talking that Viner will go in potentially ahead of Cleworth, which I don't know enough about the guy to know if that's the move or not. I just don't find Max truly lacking all that much. So why would you break up the chemistry? What is it that Viner would be bringing? I understand he can connect the back to the front, but Max doesn't do a bad job there. Yes, RKO. I do know that Keeler-Dunn used to play for Wrexham a long time ago. And obviously we did face him last year in League One. He tore it up. Last year and this current year, he was scoring goals quite easily. There's always been questions around whether or not he would hold up because he's considered more of a finesse player. Would he hold up in the championship? So I guess we're going to find out. What are we looking at? 15 minutes to kickoff. Yeah, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that's, not all that excited about Max being sent to the bench, if that's the case, because I think he's more than proven that he's worthy of a starting role in the championship in a team that's in the upper half. But I mean, if Viner's bringing ridiculously good passing and the same level of defense, I get it. We want to be better, and if that gets us over the top, at the very least, you're getting some backup in case, right? I do think, though, that Brunt used to spend a lot of time on that. I think not so much last year, but the year before. I thought he was a right cornerback. So him, if Brunt was in the team, he could still be over there and Doyle could be on the right, and they would still have no one really out of position. Yeah, Broadhead has an injury. Yes, I heard Mad Al was in here saying that his son saw him at the gym and talked to him and said he was injured. So yeah, some of our guys with the inside knowledge helping us out. We knew Broadhead wasn't going to be even in the lineup today. Max ain't going nowhere. So Swoosh Kid thinks Max will hold his spot. I'm going to bring up the Millwall lineup for those of you who have been following the championship or some of these players. You might care who's in, who's out. I don't know if this is their best team. I don't know if they've incorporated their new guys. I did not have time to do my research, so apologies. But yeah, this is their team. I also had something. Let me see. I did want to go to something else here. One moment. I'm going to go to our Discord. By the way, lots of great stuff on the Discord. Come join us, check it out, have a fun time. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't make us any money. It's just a fun place to be and exchange info. So in Discord, a couple things. I'm going to just start with Dave has a post here. It's going to switch screens, so forget that. Basically, that if you click on this link that Dave put out there, and I guess I will snap this into the chat. If you are a fan of everything Wrexham, this is the link to the academy teams Instagram. So if you'd like to follow another social media account, one that's giving you Wrexham content, there's not much there. It just started, but it's there for you to check out. Also, if I have time, I'll go to Welsh Techies. Yeah, give me a second. I'll switch over and do Welsh Techies post 2. This is more for the women, but there is a women's supporter group if you support the women's team. So I just put that out there. I will show that right now. Just flipping around like a madman today. So Welsh Techie on X pointed out that they created a women's supporters group for Wrexham. If you're part of our bunch of loyal Red Hoarders that come in Sunday and have a party with Deandra and I, then I'm sure you'll be joining that. Welsh Techies, great, lives there, goes to all the games, has a banner, has an awesome podcast, Eat More Chips. Check it out. It's a good thing he does with his brother. He's also been spending time with Matt from Racecourse Ramble, doing a lot of interviews with the women's team. So good stuff there. Jumping all around, I know. Back to Discord. I want to show off the great work that Andy does, another Red Hoarder, helping chip in. And Andy comes up with these great graphics where he helps break down our position in the table, how many points we might need. According to Andy, Andy's thinking that if you go back and look at what was the amount of points that the 6th place team, which would be the last position in the playoffs, needed, right? What were they at that got them into the playoffs at the end of the year? Andy thinks 71 will do it based on where we're at so far this season. And I got to tell you, I've seen, obviously, even in the last 10 years, a lot of numbers requiring 72, 3, 4, 75 points, as high as 78 points. If I remember right. So 71 seems like a low number. And based on how many points we currently have, essentially 1.5 points, according to Andy's math, gets us there. 1.5 is a very doable number. You're playing really well if you're doing 2 points a game average. I'd like us to be shooting for something like that. We got more of our tougher games at home. Our tougher opponents will be at home in this second half, but we still have quite a lot of the teams that are in the playoffs to face, Millwall today being one of them. And then we have Ipswich at home too, right? So yeah, there's what, 16 games to go, thereabouts, if I got that right. And we're in the thick of it. So got to keep it up. Yeah, you'd rather shoot for the second auto promotion? That looks like it's going to be tough. We're 11 points back. We got to get this win today. We're going to have to go on a streak if we think that automatics are in play. And we still might need hope. Santiago, great to see you, sir. Yeah, well, this came out a couple days ago, Jed. Andy didn't do this last night, so I don't think he knew about Leicester's -6 at the time. So yeah, good stuff here from Andy as usual. Breaks it all down in different ways. Pretty cool stuff. 5 games against the top 5, 4 of them at home: Middlesbrough, Hull, Ipswich, Millwall. Millwall's today. We got Coventry away, who we beat when we played them here at the racecourse. If we can beat Coventry here while they were playing decent, then we should be able to beat Middlesbrough, Hull, Ipswich, and Millwall here, right? Presuming we play well. So we have the opportunity. 2 games against the 7 through 10 teams. Watford, who lost today, which was nice, and Bristol City was going to be a makeup game since we have to bump that game thanks to the cup run we're on. 5 games against the middle 11 through 16: Stoke, Southampton, Swansea. Southampton won today against Watford. Swansea and Stoke, who've been, wouldn't say in a free fall, but they've been struggling lately. 2 games against the people staying just above relegation. So Portsmouth and Charlton, 1 home, 1 away. And then 2 against the relegation teams, West Brom and Oxford, and they're both away. So if you're going to face those teams away, then, hopefully they have, they'll still have something to play for at that point. So let me see, what else do I have here? See, I can get to some pictures for the teams. Usually Sean's talking and I can do stuff in the background. Get to peek behind the curtain as I scramble today. Yeah, so what else is going on? We got, how many? 5 minutes-ish. Kiefer Moore pick. Lewis O'Brien, he really desperately needs to finish if he's getting open netters today. Can't do with him missing anymore. It's going to be hard for him to stay in the lineup if he does. I would guess this is one of his last chances. If he gets another breakaway and just absolutely shanks the thing, I could see him seeing very little time going forward, considering all, everything we got. I do have a pick here. They have some of our other Calamatre. We got Arthur here stealing a little kid. Good pick, though. That kid's like, who are these extremely large men holding me? What else we got? There he is. Bailey. Found it an interesting pickup. I think obviously it was more about, I mean, I guess it's a third if both Smith and Moore were down. I mean, you could still, he's 6'1", so maybe they're thinking he's the guy that you would target out up front. I mean, I think it's nice to get, especially a 19-year-old that has promise, to get him as cheap as we got him at. So I like all of that. I just find it interesting to be using the January window to stack up players. And the fact that he's 19, he gets to not count against, the number of players you can have. He gets to play for free for you. So it's good. It's definitely good, And I wasn't one that said we need a shiny, brand new 20K striker, or 20 mil striker. So I didn't think we needed to make that move anyway. Like I said, I don't know enough about Viner if that's the move, the best move that we did. And Keeler Dunn, I'm trying to figure out who he's supposed to be better than and what position he plays in. I don't know if that is essentially Keeler Dunn is the potential replacement for minutes that Lewis O'Brien has right now, and if he falters, then you have someone else to try and switch in there. Maybe that's what that is. You guys let me know. Thought Smith's hustle might be good. I don't know enough about Millwall's back line to know if we need the physical play of more today than we would with the hustle from Smith. Players are coming out, lining up. Oh, you're saying Ryan Reynolds is in the house today? I did see posts and conversations about potentially playing in New York. Was it against Liverpool in the summer? I also thought we were going to Europe, though, this summer. So I don't know what all that's about. If we're going into the Prem, I would hope we're not running the team ragged before they I think, like, publicity-wise, if you're making it into the Prem, you don't have to kill yourself on tour in the summer. That's just me, but not that I don't want to see them and I wouldn't want them coming near me. I'd go to New York to watch them. They're doing the lineups right now in the game. So I will switch over, I think. By the way, the games that already finished, Norwich beat Blackburn 2-0. Derby got a red card, which is nice. So they'll be hampered next game. And they lost to Ipswich 2-1, and Southampton beat Watford. Oh, yes, Shaun is most likely sleeping as we speak. And Bannon's out there. I forgot all about that. We're selling T-shirts. Oh, interesting. All right. Let's get ready with this thing. I am on Paramount. That's what we'll be synced to. Please try not to do spoilers. One-time mistakes, no problem, but if this turns into a goal fest and you're spoiling it for us, that would be awful. Yeah, not happy to see Bannon out there against us. So over the ball, Rathbone to start us off. We will be heading into the tech end to start the game. I would rather be finishing that direction, but hopefully that gets us off to a good start. Tech end fans are awesome, and there we go. We're off and running. Ball's kicked back to Doyle. Chips it ahead. Tries to link up with Moore out wide to Kakache. Millwall's got some energy early here, pressing fairly hard. Wrexham comfortably taking their time here. Ball gets knocked around in the middle. Millwall's able to clear. What's going on with my cat? Making a ton of noise over there. Ball's out of bounds in Wrexham's end on the sideline. Millwall with a throw-in. Here we go. Taking their time. If you guys have Sean's number, you want to keep pinging him. I'm watching the game on my phone, so it makes it difficult for me to continually try to wake Sean up. Or we could let him get his beauty sleep. He obviously needs it, and he can just join us closer to halftime. Usually his MO. Brandon, I didn't see you jumping into the chat. Good to see you. Ball's being knocked around by Millwall midfield. Starting to move forward down the right side. O'Brien gets back, helps out. Ball's just punted out by Hyam. Don't know why he did that. Ball's being knocked around in the middle. Oh, Rathbone Kakache not connecting up. Ball goes out, and Millwall with a throw in here again. Let me see. Ball's back to the keeper for Millwall, just knocking it around. You guys tell me, is Millwall a possession team? I know they're thought to be good defensively, right? Especially if you're playing them. They used to be, at least at home. I don't know what their record is this year, but we went and beat them there. And I know that was considered to be a fairly big surprise at the time. Birmingham 1-0 already on Leicester. Jeez. I hear a lot of people saying all the moves that Birmingham made, they're going to be coming on strong, and we should worry about our spot in the playoffs thing, getting taken by them. We just tried to hoof it cross field over to Kakache, who was not able to get on the other end of that. Wasn't a bad pass. I think Kakache is a little bit more in a defensive position. He's not as far forward as, say, as Kabore plays, so that was a hard link up to get to. Thank you, Dave. Taunting me with his rooting for his Seahawks team, who hopefully will be losing to my Patriots team tomorrow in the Super Bowl. American football. Millwall streaking down the right side. Our defense is back. We smother him, steal the ball. He flops. Nada. No call. Thank you, ref. That was a bad acting flop as it is. So ball swung quickly over to the far right side. Max gets it from Kabore. Ball's brought back to the middle, which is nice. Like to see us try and progress through the middle more. Keeps the defense honest. Wow, now the quick one back to the middle. Gets redirected forward by Moore, and O'Brien's unable to get there. Don't know how that huge defensive player got there ahead of O'Brien, but he did. There's Doyle. Moves forward. Would rather be playing forward. Nice chip into O'Brien. Crosses. There's more. Redirects. Unbelievable. Quick play ahead. O'Brien makes a nice pass to Moore, who has to turn his back and reach back for it. Turns his leg and redirects it through his own legs back to the keeper. Unfortunately, it was right at the keeper. Another couple of inches right or left, and that's a goal. That was a sweet-looking play right there. What is going on over there, Cat? What are you doing? My cats know when I'm busy doing something that they can just start creating all sorts of chaos to get their way. I can hear her just destroying something. All right. Ball's getting knocked around in midfield. Millwall's trying to press forward. They get it ahead down the left side. We're a little out of shape over there. Ball's cut across. out in front. Headers knocked up and over the net. Pretty good defense on the cross, but I don't know what happened, how our defense broke down, and they were able to get down that left side too easily. It's going to be a goal kick. Try to work it out slowly down the right side. Pass by Cabore's pressed. Had to make a difficult pass. Wasn't able to do it. Millwall steals. They're set up well. We're pressing a little bit, which is nice. 4 guys rushing forward to not let Millwall sit on the ball. Make them work. They try that left side again. Hyam's covering in behind Max. Does a good job. Don't know if this is part of our plan. Max is pressing forward. I don't know if he's. It looks like they're focused on Bannon. Ball's moving left for Wrexham down the right midfield. It's brought into the middle. Sheaf, Matty James playing catch. Knocked back. Hyam swings it to Doyle. Doyle makes a great pass, gets sprayed out to Kakache. Kache with a cross, flies in, unable to connect with a Rathbone. There's Kabore, hammers it. Gets redirected and just misses the goal. Not sure who got a hand on it. That was quite a blast from Kabore. We don't get to see that enough where he gets to take the shot. That cross almost links up with Rathbone. Instead, it trickles through to Kabore, knocks it down. Wasn't the best one, first-time touch. A little closer, and he might have been able to put a more accurate blast on there, but that was good to see. Anyway, we've got Matty James with a corner right now. Oh, he's way out of the corner with that, cheating. Far corner, unable to link up on the header. Gets knocked out. I think that was Doyle we tried to get to. I think that's a good way to go, where they go to Doyle instead of Moore. They use Moore as kind of like they're going to focus on Moore. You're likely not to spring him, so it's maybe easier to get Doyle on a smaller guy. Could be 2-0 Wrexham. I like what you're thinking here, Bryn. Dave Foster, what are you doing, you nut? Thank you, man. Dave also, like I showed you earlier, contributes quite a lot to the Red Horde and getting us inside info. Crossing the front. Woo! That left side is super susceptible today for us. There's a cross in. Ball goes wide and out of bounds. Damn. They are eating us up on that left side. Yeah, ball comes in, a really good cross. We had a lot of defenders there, just sneaks all the way through in front of all of them, and they're unable to get on the other end of that. Sorry, I'm just looking something up. Yeah, Bannon. All right, Wrexham's progressing down the right-hand side. Kabore with the ball. It's being swung around. Back into the middle. Sheaf's looking for a place to pass. Goes back out wide to Kabore. Kabore cuts inside. He's rushing forward. He's going to get a cross here. Here it comes. Unable to connect. It was a good opportunity. He cut in using his left foot around the player. Another defender comes over and cut off his progression. He slowed up, created some space, and let many of our players get forward, and he tried to chip it in, connect with them. Another defender was able to knock it away. Really close there. Here comes another we play short corner here on the set piece. Here's a late chip in the box. Their keeper comes flying out and punches it away. That looked like it was going to be productive. Ball swung wide to Kikache. He chips it back in, gets headed away, gets knocked down right out in front, 20 meters out, gets swung around again. What do we get here? Little quick move, left-footed shot by O'Brien from deep, does not connect. I think that was Rathbone, swings it back around. Doyle's way back. Kakache's way back. Sorry, I mean Kabore. Now he's trying to get back into position. Those set pieces have everyone out of place as we scramble. The ball's in the middle. There's Rathbone coming down the middle. O'Brien on his left. He tries to go for the hard shot. I think that was a shot low right corner that he misses. Moore was there, but I can't believe he's striking it that far ahead of Moore and that hard. I think it was a miss hit. Goal didn't look that open, and he had time. I would have liked to seen him use a tad more patience there. Yeah, he was 3 meters minimum wide of the net and like 4 or 5 meters ahead of Moore. Like that could not have been any more of a miss than what Rathbone did there. He had options. A little too anxious. Ball's thrown in on the right. It's getting swung back around. Nice to see you, Sci-Fi J. Ball gets knocked out again. Looks like a goal kick for Millwall. Just checking some other stuff. Hull still tied. Coventry. As we said, Birmingham's up 1-0. Preston, Bristol City, they're still 0-0. So, yeah, the only one that's creeping closer today so far is Birmingham. Just give me a moment while I'm bringing up the stats. Millwall's trying to come down the right side. Pretty good defense by Doyle there. Knocks it out. So it's weird sometimes where my eyes must be tricking me. Apparently, Wrexham has had 60% of the ball possession here. It feels like Millwall keeps holding up. But Millwall, oh my goodness. They throw it in. Guys wide open at about 23, 24 meters. What's that, Mitchell? And Billy Waters that shit. I mean, I don't even know how high that was. 30 meters? I mean, I don't know what he was shooting at. We had late defense. Someone sprinted at him and slid, and he panicked and just skied that thing. Arthur knocks it way ahead. Unfortunately, no one's there to link up with. Goes all the way to the Millwall keeper. He was going for a field goal, yeah. He thought he was in the American Football League. Millwall with it, swinging it around. We have 5 total shots, 2 on target when we're not even 15 minutes in. This is the kind of energy we need. When I see this many attempts and this many quality attempts and no goals, it worries me. You can't let teams hang around and let them take your best shot and not put points on the board. So, I feel like we got to make something happen pretty soon here with this really good pressure. Ball's being swung back. Millwall's still pressing pretty hard here. They try to link up with Moore. He's able to bring it down, get it. He's holding on to it, letting Kikache get forward. O'Brien get back on sides. Gets it up to Kikache. He's looking around. Millwall's kind of slowed it up here. They're not really coming out after him too hard. Wrexham's jogging upfield. Got to get more guys forward. Ball's in the middle. Swung out wide. Max over to Kabore. He's looking. He's not rushing either. Now it's Max. Max brings it in. Tries a give and go. Kabore had given up on that. Wasn't a great play by Max there. Someone said Fletcher's in the house. What? Maybe he's in the box with Ryan. Bringing that Viking energy. Ball's knocked way ahead. They try to link up. Great defense by Doyle. Kind of soft play by their forward there. Ball swung around. Hyam with it. Sprays it out wide. Kabore doesn't take on his man. Passes it back. I don't know who's defending him out on that side, but Kabore appears to respect him. He hasn't taken him on too many. The couple times he's taken him on, he hasn't been able to do much. Ball's in the middle, sent straight up the middle, tried to make something happen. Midfielders for Millwall shut that down quick. Now ball's out wide, attacking Doyle. There's a weird cross. Kabore is able to get on the end of it, heads it. Another header back. Millwall still gets the ball. Now they have it out wide. Oh, yes. Nice defense. Was that Kabore? No, Kakache, sorry. That's what I meant to say. Got a foot on that cross and knocked it down. He was in one of those, that no man's land where he wasn't close enough really to defend it well. And somehow he was able to guess right and put his foot on it. Ball's thrown in deep. They try give and go. That gets thwarted. Nice defense. Wrexham trying to turn around, head the other way. Rathbone trying to get out wide. They tried to go middle to O'Brien, and they're unable to connect. Kabore now finally gets out to that side. Millwall with it in our end. They've been super productive down that left side. That's where they are now. They got 4 or 5 guys over there at the moment. And they're swinging it back all the way over to the right. Only 2 players for Millwall really out on the right side. They're stacked in the middle and left side more. Millwall just taking their time, passing around the back. Hi, Nicole. Who's Nicole? See the ball still being swung around at midfield by Millwall. Try coming down the right side. They put far more bodies over there. Defense is great. Forces them to knock it out. It'll be a throw-in for Wrexham. Oh, Dave Foster's Nicole. Okay. It was like, who's this superstar Nicole we're all talking about? Oh, nice play. A little hip check by Moore. Causes Taylor to knock the ball out. Gives us a throw-in. We were going to lose possession there. Taylor thought, oh, that was Kakache that knocked him out? Hard to tell from this distance and the fact that I'm watching on my phone. Stats haven't changed much. We're doing pretty good with the accurate passes. Throw-in does not connect with Moore or O'Brien. Goes back to the Millwall keeper. He swings it wide. Left. Nicole's 21. So is my eldest son. Does she like soon-to-be doctors? Well, soon, a couple of years. He has med school ahead of him. But ball swung out to the left. Millwall's taking their time. They really like passing between the center backs and midfielders. Yeah, we're working really hard. I hate working. I agree, Spets. You work that hard and you don't have anything to show for it, and then the second your energy dips, a team can counter, and that's like super disheartening at that point, and that's what I'm concerned about. We really shut it down. We pushed hard for the first 15 minutes. These last 5 minutes are barely moving. Look at how tiny Bannon is. He looks like more probably. Oh, Kabori swings it out wide to Rathbone. Rathbone's looking for something. He brings it just inside the box. He's looking for a connection. Here's Kabori with the cross. Gets knocked out of bounds. Bannon looks like he could fit in Moore's pocket. He is tiny. Kabore with the throw in. Ball's inside the box. Put it back to Kabore. He tries again. Gets deflected. There's Rathbone with it. He kicks it with his left foot. Tries to chip it into Moore. Unable to connect. Moore does get a chest on it. Gets it knocked down. Ball looks like it's a fight and it goes out. Wow, we're heading back. I thought Moore won the corner there. I guess not. Huh. Yeah. Bannon, you're being very bad. Get in my pocket. Pick him up. (22-30) with a kick coming from the Millwall keeper. Punts it down the middle. Ball's being knocked around with a few headers. Yeah, they got some big guys that are playing pretty physical on Kiefer Moore. He's not having his way with them. I guess you need more there to counterbalance their size back there. But it's more of a stalemate. I don't know that we're going to progress through Moore today, from what I've seen so far. It's not like we've been fine. We've been making chances and stuff happen without it going to, a hoof ball to Moore and then a knockdown and a shot. So that's good. Again, like I said, we just got to find the back of the net. Ball's down that left side again. Somehow the Millwall player gets tripped up, falls over the ball and out, so we'll get a goal kick. Max does get out there, gets beat, and the Millwall player takes such a sharp angle as he goes around Max that he falls. I apologize. I feel like I've absolutely jinxed Max. Hull getting a point on Bristol City, not what we wanted to see. Ball's back in the middle, getting knocked around. Bannon with a bad pass. I want to keep saying O'Bannon. Sheaf tries to keep it in. Guess he's able to. Millwall player getting in the way during our throw-in. Millwall coach, sorry. Ball's thrown in. It's knocked around. Matty James with it, progressing forward. Bad, shitty fucking pass by who was that? 27. Springs Millwall player, better pass, and it most likely would have been a goal. Offsides, thank goodness. We got frickin' lucky. Frickin' frackin'. That was a shit pass. There's a Conquo blasted down. Left side, ball gets headed all the way back to the keeper. Not great. Oh, thank you. That thing rotates out, so I miss it when it changes screens on me. Sorry about that. Thanks, Bets. Preston, Portsmouth still nil. West Brom, Stoke 0-0. Hull up 1-0 on Bristol City. Birmingham 1-1 with Leicester. Like that, Leicester getting clawing 2 points back there, essentially. Southampton game is over, 1-0. Oh, I'm looking at the scores, and Millwall comes down the right side for a change, then gets a player streaking in from the left. They're able to get it over to him. He heads it and shoots it high and wide. Good cross coming in from the right side. Bad defense. This was not Max's fault. Kabore was not paying attention to his guy enough, and got a wide player on that right side has a free shot and just skies it. I mean, that should have been a goal for Millwall. We dodged a bullet there. Like I said, Derby lost to Ipswich 2-1, and Derby had a red card, which is very good. Like that. Norwich 2-0 over Blackburn. Kiefer Moore drilled in the nose, bleeding. He's giving it to the ref. Like, dude, this is what's happening to me. Kiefer Moore, when the physio needs to help him out, he has to get down on his knees so the physio can reach his nose. It's fucking funny. Yeah, big elbow to the face. There's no foul called. Yeah, ref coming back to talk to him, and Moore's like giving it to him. Sorry, Dave. I gotta fix fix some stuff so you guys can auto trigger all those commands I have. It's I can manually fire them off, but the link to the chat being able to fire it off is broken at the moment. I just been focused on other things. But when I see you type them in, I will manually fire them off. Unfortunately, Birmingham scores after I just said great that Leicester clawed one back. I'm just going to stop talking because I am jinxing everything. Well, this is going to add some time on. I get some water as well, clean up his nose. I don't know how particular football is with the blood stuff. In the NBA and stuff like that, they stop the game, make you come out, and they don't want anyone, any of the other players getting exposed to the blood if they can help it. So they stop and try to clean it up. Whereas that used to not be so much of a thing. Millwall gets the ball. They're at midfield, knocking it around again. Yeah, he just seems to be out there to take abuse. They tried on that left-hand side to pass us a little too heavy, and Arthur is able to get out there. Slow to get out there, but he got out there. O'Bannon's running around between his legs practically. Moore's finally back on. Yeah, it's not where it was, John, and they have a little bit more pep than we do at the moment. But I mean, as hard as that's got to be a foul. Come on, ref. Aziz just takes out Kakache's legs, not even playing the ball. Ball's gone, and he gets him in the nuts, then takes out a leg. It's going to be a slice in here for O'Brien. Here we go. There it is. It's out in front. Looking for it. How does that just fall through and not hit anyone? My goodness. Looked like we tried to do a cheeky move where it looked like a Wrexham player was about to play it, lets it go, thinking it would get to somebody else further down the line, and they wouldn't be expecting it. And instead, it just bounces all the way through. Millwall on the far end picks it up and clears it out. Millwall with the ball. We're pressing. Oh, nice steal. Oh, could have been a better steal than that. Kakache should have had it. Misplays it a little bit. Millwall tries to counter. Oh, my goodness. How are you not calling that? They literally, Bannon's dragging down, was that Sheaf with his arm, and he just plays advantage. That was almost yellow card worthy. There was no, you can't be that blatant of a foul and get nothing for it. Like a momentary tug of someone's arm or shirt is one thing. To just sit there and be dragging a guy around for a few seconds, that's too much. Ball's getting knocked around. Oh, undercut. Wrexham gets the call. Millwall's doing all sorts of shit. Was that Matty James that got undercut? He decides, you know what? I had enough. I need to sit down. He's taking off his shoe. That's really weird. Maybe we missed something and he got... oh, Bristol City gets one back against Hull. You'd like to think that the referee is at least going, you know what? Like, there's so many of these questionable plays, like bordering on yellows. Maybe he's gonna, get one soon, and just say that this is a culmination of too many close ones. Yeah, they're bringing on Dobson for James. It's not a bad move to get him out, even if he's not hurt that bad. He's an important player. He's an older guy. We got to watch his minutes anyway. So Dobson should also bring a boost of energy out there, you'd hope. And if the ref's going to let some, questionable stuff go, Dobson's the guy for that. He borders on a constant yellow card. Need a goal here. I hear you. Here's O'Brien with the corner. Most of the back, everyone's stacked up in the back post. Whistle blows. Does not like the wrestling taking place. You have Max, Moore, and I'm thinking there's a couple other bodies there. Hyam. A lot of attention on that back post. Goes middle. Millwall player runs up and dives, so they give it to him. I don't know what that shit's about. I guess Max was tangled up with them. They blame Max for that. I don't know. This is not his game. Come on, Max, prove me wrong. Get it done. John Lane calling for Keeler Dunn. Long throw ahead. It's headed around. Ball's all over the place. Nice control by Wrexham there. Doyle showed good composure. Now the ball's out wide to Kabore. 3 players running at him. They try to tackle him. Causes Kabore to lose the ball, I think. He's got to see those numbers coming. He's got to be smart. I know he was trying to hold up and wait for a good opportunity to cross, but they were trying to close him out. He had to make a move fast and didn't. Got to show some more urgency out there. Now my energy's down. Dipping with the along with the Wrexham team. Oh, nice stop by Hyam. Sprays it out to O'Brien, who gets pushed down. They allow it, I think, because O'Brien's like 55 pounds, and that giant just flicked him. O'Brien unable to get a hold of it there. Throw in for Millwall. Ball gets to the middle. Players on the ground. Ball's getting knocked around. Gets knocked out wide. They're able to connect with a player going down the right side. We got 2 defenders out there. We shut that down. Tries to split them. Unable to. Wrexham gets it. O'Brien's trying to get downfield. Loses it. We come back. Oh, there's another foul. Thank you. Finally. Kakache does a great job to get back. Player just takes him out. So that's what that was. That's how we got that call. Doyle with it now. Approaching midfield, looking for a pass. Goes to the middle. Gets it to Sheaf. Back to Doyle. Now to O'Brien in the middle. O'Brien's rushing forward. Gets it over. Rathbone with it now. Sprays it out to Kakache on the left. Players going forward. Here we go. Down into the box. Cuts across. Diving defensive play. O'Brien snags it, keeps it in. Sorry, that was Sheaf. Gets knocked all the way through out to Kabore. Kabore hustles to get on it. Swing it now. Swing it now. He's waiting for stuff to set up. Ball gets knocked over to Rathbone. Rathbone to O'Brien. Kabore with it now. They're really forcing it out to Kabore. And Millwall knows it. Like, you got to do something. Preston gets a goal. 1-0 against Portsmouth. Kabore is just not getting it done since the first 15 minutes. And they keep forcing it out there. It looks like there's opportunities to push forward in the middle. Wish they would take that route. Kakache is also doing, I think, a damn good job on our left. He's making things happen over there. He's getting back defensively. Really a hell of a game. Of course, Shaun's not here. Shaun puts all that pressure on Kakache. But I think this has been a good game. I don't know what you guys think. Ball's in the middle for Millwall. They put it down the middle. Oh, it's chaos. I don't like this. We're unable to get it on the end of it. It's bouncing around. Funny bounce. Arthur falls down trying to get out to the ball. Able to get back up and grab it. We're at 41-30, and we'll definitely have a couple of minutes here, at least, thanks to the bloody nose from Moore. Throwing for Millwall, they flop and they get a call. How is that soft baby diaper shit called? Millwall knocks it in. It gets drilled back. We intercept. There's Rathbone. Rathbone and Moore. Ball's out to Rathbone. Sorry, that was Kakache. Kakache, they tried to knock it downfield. Whose pass was that? That was shit. Dobson. That's why. Dobson hit it twice as far as he should have, trying to lead Kakache. I mean, come on. Pitch is slippery, John's saying. I have to be nice. Okay. Ball's kicked in. Goes to Millwall. They try to spring a guy down the right side. Doyle does get back. Makes it difficult. They still get a cross off right to Arthur, who's quite a ways back in goal. We're trying to counter here. Ball gets knocked around, gets knocked out wide to Kakache. He has plenty of space. Ball pass was awful, so he's trying to settle it. Long slice in, tries to hit Moore, unable to connect. They have Moore so well covered. Doyle comes up. Oh, that was out. That was out. They don't call it. Plays on. Wrexham gets it back. O'Brien with the ball. Tries to get to Moore. They have someone attached at the hip to Moore. You can barely see his shirt color. Doyle's got it on the far left side. Gives it off to Sheaf. Sheaf taking his time. He and Dobson a little back and forth. They swing it wide out to Max. He's looking around. No pressure on him. Max is looking. Is he going to slice it long? He does. Crosses it over to Moore. They push Moore in the back, and nothing comes of it. Not the best pass into Moore. And again, he's double teamed by several physical players on that back line. He's just not making anything happen. I mean, what do I know? But you might be better trying to avoid all those guys and running around behind him like Smith does. Kache with it, tries to cross it. Bannon, that garden gnome that he is, pops out of the ground and steals the ball. Millwall's not able to connect. It goes all the way down to Arthur. Here we go. It looks like Millwall's run out of gas, and they're just waiting for halftime. Ball's in the middle. No one seems in a hurry. Bad touch by O'Brien. Almost lost it. Oh, now O'Brien's just walking it up through the middle. Gives it to Sheaf. Doyle's going to do something with it. You know that. blasts it way too hard, too far for Moore. Moore doesn't even make a run at it. Ball's out wide on the left. They said we got 3 minutes of extra time. 1 minute of that's almost gone. Yeah, +3 was the add-on. Ball gets bounced around funny. O'Brien on the far left. Sheaf was able to pick it up because of a misplay by Millwall. Everyone comes rushing back. Too many players defensively in the box to do anything. We don't have enough guys forward. Ball's getting knocked around in the middle. Doyle tries to chip it ahead. No, it's going to be a throw-in for us. Give me a throw in here. It's about a minute and 10 seconds left. Ball gets knocked down by Millwall. What a shitty kick that was. Ends up going all the way over to Kakache. He plays it back to Max. Oh, shitty pass by Max. Millwall gets it. This could be dangerous. Crosses in the middle. We're able to knock it away. And Shaun messages me that he is 10 minutes away from joining. So you get the A team coming on in the second half. As usual, Wrexham is usually stronger in the second half, and now the Red Horde watch-along commentary will be as well. Ball's getting knocked around. Dangerous. Millwall fires it, gets deflected. Kakache, pretty good defense there. Oh, lost the scoreboard again. Sorry. There we go. Oh, Leicester with a red card too. That's not good. Yeah, Kakache got in there, helped deflect that. Nice work. He's doing well against Aziz. Oh, so to be fair, sometimes it's Doyle guarding Aziz. There it is. Halftime. Let me straighten some stuff out. Right. Let's get back to. There we go. Let's see what I can bring up in X. Some good picks of the game I can bring up here. Yeah, they've that's right there is about the farthest anyone's ever been away from Moore this whole game. They're all over him. Again, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Am I overblowing how good Kakache's playing today? Am I overblowing how bad Max is playing today? Picture of O'Brien there. You're not feeling positive, Woody, huh? Well, we're bringing on Shaun. Maybe he can motivate them, get them going. We do. We have plenty of guys to bring on. Millwall, I don't think that. I mean, I think they ordered. I think they brought in some more talent. I don't think that they're a team that can't bring on players. I do think that is a strong suit of ours. I think we've got a lot of quality guys we can bring on, energize the team, make a push. I would expect that he won't make any changes at halftime. It is Parky, right? Like, I'm not out on a limb there. I get that. Maybe he just tells them go hard for 10 to 15 minutes again, like you did at the beginning of the first half. And then we see, Smith, Windass, Keeler Dunn all come on and make something happen. Again, I'd love to see us score in the first 15 of the second half. Longer this just goes, the more I worry about a late one sneaking in against us. Watch the halftime show. Yeah, not the best crosses, but he is working pretty hard offensively and defensively on that side. Whereas the ball's getting progressed down the left side, Kakache's side, because he plays so far forward, it leaves Max on an island most of the time out on that right side. And I think they consciously have Max pushing forward because I think Bannon sneaks up from the midfield on that left side. And I don't think they want Bannon to catch the ball in space. So I think Max is pressed up a little bit. And when they're shooting that long ball down into the left corner, Max is a little out of position and scrambling. And that's how they're getting if they're actually doing what I think I'm seeing, then it's pretty good strategery. Trying to read all of the stuff coming in. M's in the house. Yeah. I think they would. I mean, I wouldn't say they should feel lucky. They're playing good, but we had opportunities we should have been successful on in the first half. They had a much better opportunity that they absolutely blew. And then a couple better passes would have sprung guys for easy goals as well. So, I mean, we've seemed slightly more relentless offensively, but they've also had some good chances. So, watching the plows go by. Do not want to go out and shovel. Coming up on 10:55 East Coast time here. People wanting to see Keeler Dunn. Get it done, Keeler Dunn. There's the man everyone's calling for. Yeah, depends on where you are, Patrick. 5 to 8 inches, which that much snow's not bad considering last week was 18 to 24 inches of snow, depending on where you were. The bad thing is there's like an Arctic blast of air, and the wind chill has it minus 32, minus 36 degrees out. So you can't show any skin out there for more than 15 to 20 minutes or you have frostbite. So you have to shovel in shifts, unless you're really bundled up. So. Santiago bringing the bad news about how Millwall's away form has been very good at not allowing goals. Everyone has their fingers crossed, thinking Keeler Dunn is the magic. He's the player that will give us that spark here. I hope you guys are right. See, what else do I got going on here? Let me shift some things around. Get prepared for Shaun coming in. No, he hasn't joined yet. He lurks around in the background. and then I got to do some work to get him in. Let me go to the stats. Steal that from Shaun. Wasn't sure how quickly he was going to be in. So we ended up, we were up, like I had mentioned earlier, at 60% possession. Now it's down to 53. The expected goals pretty much stayed the same from the first 15 minutes, 0.32. They had 0.28. Again, after that first 15 minutes, we didn't get any more shots. Certainly no more on target. No big chances by either team. They didn't have any shots on target, which, and they arguably had better big chances. They just absolutely shanked them. Thank goodness. They came back accurate pass wise. They were down like at 43% for at least the first half. We were steadily passing at close to 80%. So we ended up at 78% there. Fouls committed pretty close. They've had no corners. We've had 3. What else? We own most of all the expected goals, shots, most of the passes. They have accurate long balls and accurate crosses. You don't like to see, less than 40% on the accurate long balls when the focal point of your team is Kiefer Moore, right? Like if you're trying to knock the ball from the back to Kiefer Moore to set stuff up, you're going to have to be slightly more accurate to think that you'll give Kiefer Moore enough chances. And they're beating the piss out of him. Obviously, he has the bloody nose, but there's a lot of big bodies back there. He usually has a significant advantage against the defenders. He does not today. No offsides for us. That's okay. Don't worry. Windass is coming in. We'll get some offsides. Don't you worry. What do they have here? They're saying Mitchell's playing well. Top 4 guys are all Millwall players before you get to Sheaf at 6'9". Then down a couple to Callum Doyle at 6'8". Then 6'7". So our defense is looking good. It's just our offense is just not clicking. A couple times Rathbones, looked like he might be dangerous, and Kabore had a nice play, and I thought Kakache's played really solid. But overall, this crew looked dangerous in the first 15 and wasn't able to get it done. Give them another crack at it in the second half and then get some subs on. Yeah, no one under 30s. No one over 30s heard of Bad Bunny. It's okay, Dave Foster and Bryn. No matter what topic we're talking about, Bryn always likes to come up with something totally different just to throw us all off. I can hear the man, the myth, the legend. Give me a moment here. Trying to get Shaun all set up. I will in a moment. Are you ready to come on, sir? All right. You are on.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching the world. I apologize profusely, and it's been a week here, and apparently the lack of sleep has caught up to me, and it shouldn't be an excuse. I was looking forward to this, and that's the problem, is I really wanted to be with the community. It's been a crazy week. If you haven't heard, my kid's school has been in hold and secure due to threats made to the RCMP, the police here. And I've been doing news interviews and chatting with the police in the school district and the parents and whatever, and trying to get everything all figured out. It sounds like it's not a real threat and it's just swatting and hoaxes, but it took 3 days for the police to actually tell us that. So we had no idea what was going on. Had kids in different locations and just dealing with the stress and pressures of that. But I was looking forward to this. Fortunately, I didn't. It sounds like I didn't miss much. 0-0 was at least a good game. Tell me what happened. What's going on?
It was all Wrexham first 15 minutes. Millwall wasn't playing bad. We were just playing really good. All of our stats are essentially first 15 minutes. And then we kind of ran out of juice and got lucky that Millwall, blew their opportunities and weren't even able to put them on target. So,
well, I'm gonna log in here to the thing and try to jump in for the second half, and hopefully there's a little bit of luck. I'd really like to have some happiness today. So it's I don't even know. Gone over the signings and all that sort of stuff. Any of those guys played? I don't even know what's going on.
The only one on the bench, I mean, Viner's hurt. They do not have Calamatre in the lineup. They do have Keeler Dunn in the lineup.
All right.
So he's on the bench with benches Windass, Keeler Dunn, Smith, and Rodriguez.
And I expected them to be depth players in any event. I know a lot of people are really excited about the moves. I'm a little bit confused about one of them in particular, and I'm interested to see what happens with the others. I mean, we were talking, if you want to talk about Cadamatri first, we were talking about a youth player coming in that maybe you sign for a fee that they build with the club. I don't know if Cadamatri fills that for future ceiling. I mean, he seems to have some skill and some talent, but I was looking for maybe a higher level. But I'm not worried about that one in the sense that I think he's got the skill set that even if he doesn't fit, he goes out for a transfer that's basically what we paid for him. So to me, it's just a astute business move, and he's young and he doesn't hurt the squad as far as numbers. And so why the hell not bring him in is sort of where I'm at with it. Did you have, or do you rank him higher, having just seen him the week before, looking at his stats?
No, there's nothing about him that says starter on a top half team as of yet. But he's young, about ready to start the second half here. They just went underway.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that as we go through. That's odd. I don't have.
We did talk about him. We talked about Viner potentially replacing Max, and then Max has had.
He better not be a Max replacement. He has no business being a Max replacement.
Well, that's what a lot of people feel. Max is helping that case today. He's not looked well, in my opinion.
Maybe the added pressure. So we're underway. I've got this open on this screen. I've got things bouncing around all over the place. So it's a bit of a mess. So just give me a second.
By the way, Kakache is having what I would say one of his better games. So,
well, there you go. And I've got the lineup in front of me. I should be able to do some chatting here. That's Spetsnaz hits my point is Viner can play multiple positions. His passing makes him a potential to replace Sheaf or Dobson or James in that holding midfield.
James just got a knock. They had to pull him at before half.
Yeah, and that's where he'll fit.
Yeah.
His passing's impeccable. His defense is horrible statistically, and great. Negel with an opportunity knocks it out, will get a throw the other way. Frustrated, he kicks it out.
By the way, I would say Sheaf's played well. I haven't made any comments on that, but he's been solid today. Oh, look at that back pat. Oh, mine might be ahead of you.
I'm at 46 minutes and 20 seconds. Throwing from Kluivert down the line.
Yeah, I'm way ahead of you.
Sorry. Oh, that back pass is what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Taylor sends it back to Crocombe, fires it down the middle of the pitch, time the other way.
Sorry about that. I forgot. And I didn't know where you were.
In Canada, in our igloos in Canada, we get everything a little bit slower through the wiring. Kakache steals it, spins it, loses it and it gets stabbed out. Millwall throw right hand side. It is nice to be able to do this again. And the one that I don't understand, to be fair, is Keeler Dunn. And I like Keeler Dunn. He's always played exceptionally well against us. I've watched other games where he's played exceptionally poor. Well, not poor, but muted against other teams. Free kick, going to go our way. Foul, flipped over top. But the question I have with him is comparison to Lee. Is he a substantive improvement on Elliott Lee? We saw them both in the same level.
Wow, Moore's down. Sorry, ruining shit. I don't think so. I think he's got a slightly more skill with the ball at his feet, but I think Lee typically has more energy and maybe better defensively.
Yeah, and that's where I think it's safe to say too. The Keeler Dunn has a little bit of a higher ceiling than Lee, and he's 3 years younger. But you've seen Lee rescue us forever. So we went out and got a fourth on the depth chart, attacking midfielder in Keeler Dunn, and replaced our fourth and sort of unceremoniously dumped a legend. And so,
yep. By the way, Moore suffered a bloody nose. They're kicking the piss out of him. They're beating him up on that back line. The guys, he does not have a physical advantage. They're knocking him around. They're not giving him an inch. Anything that they try to progress through him is zero production.
As with the personality and demeanor and what you'd expect from Millwall, right? That's what their players do and what their fans expect. So, well, and John, isn't that potentially Smith? So, I mean, the only positive, and I said this in Discord, the only positive of Elliott Lee is moving on is the club that he went to. I can at least justify now my wife wearing that Doncaster Rovers garbage around the house. It's not entirely painful. So we'll see how things go there. I'm just having a look around the league. Southampton up 1-0 over Watford. Norwich doing what it did. They've already won. Ipswich, they've won this morning. And Charlton QPR, which had Cody playing in the midfield. Did you see that?
Yeah. Bristol City 3-1 on Hull's helpful. Is that chaos at your house?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I love the fact that I can hear the chaos at his house and he has his headphones on and couldn't hear it. Oh, good stuff. We had to make another injury sub.
Good parenting 101. So is that 2 windows then?
Yep, 2 windows now, and 2 injury subs. That hurts.
I didn't miss. So was that all in and out? Sorry.
Kakache went out. Thomason in. Rathbone, I believe, over the ball.
Kid is made of glass.
Dobson. Shit. Struggle out front. There it is. Ah! Sorry. Oh, shit. Why don't you take it back over? You're a mile behind.
I'll repeat the same thing in about 5 seconds. I'm going to hit the live button while this happens. See if I can passport it.
A little all over the place this morning.
Cleared off the line. And I'm as fast as I can get forward here. So, Kabore back. Ogonko down the line. You just keep throwing those in the box. Something like that eventually falls in, right? So then you take it. Nice little turns. Just pushing it forward. Well,
I need to step away for a moment, so I will let you know when I'm back. But you'll be good.
Perfect. Millwall clearance. Cooper through the middle of the field. Missed everybody, and so Hyam's just going to walk it back and make sure that it gets to Ogonko. Ogonko with it. I'm at 51 minutes, 35 seconds if you're following along. And I'll do that again when Brendan comes back so we can match where things are at. Restart through the air. Long ball, middle of the pitch. Man, that Cooper guy is taller than hell, eh? It screams for a fast person to get in behind the line. As there's a nice little pass. LOB collects it. Nobody there. Ball gets stabbed away, but he's able to recollect. But now we've got to refocus there as Dobson gets it over to LOB. Sheaf spinning, sees Rathbone. A nice pass all the way far side. Kabore chipped in, far post. Moore can't get to it. Headed away. Taylor was the one who cleared that. Kabore looking 19 yards out, searching, can't get it. Rathbone, Sheaf, no chip there. O'Brien dancing out to the left-hand side. Doyle, left footer. Big save. Crocombe parried it straight in the air. Thomason, too close, can't get a cutback pass. Doyle, nice little play with him to leave him the ball. Sheaf, the pressure on. Leaning on him. Find something. Cleared out. We're going to refresh. Clueworth at the midfield. Good morning. I understand the sleeping in. Bad pass there, and Millwall's going to collect just a little bit too inside. Mitchell regathered it, gets it back to Cooper, and we're going to go the other way. Cooper, Taylor, up to Mitchell, recycled back. Millwall at least allowing the game to breathe a little bit after settling down from Wrexham pressure. Spun out over here to Denora. Cooper. Slowly and methodically up the pitch. Denora over to Taylor. Not a good pass, but Moore can't get there to intercept it. Dobson runs himself over, and he's able to force a mistake. Red, we've got Rathbone over on the right side. Give him the ball. Instead, we go more through the middle. Can he get there? One keeper knocked out. It's going to go for a goal kick. Oh, wow. Bad kick, corner. You either call a foul or you call a goal kick, but you can't call a corner because it was pretty obvious off of his shoulder. Deflected up. Yeah,
he was so slow on that. Moore had no speed.
Would you have picked Rathbone over on the other side?
I don't know. Yeah, you talked.
I mean, it ended up being a good opportunity. Oh, I didn't realize Moore was so close to getting his head on that one. Hanging in the air and just couldn't get there. Back underway, Crocombe headed on, carried on. Aziz couldn't get to it. It's kicked out, throw in coming, 18 yards out. Aziz, throw in, gets it back. Krama, second ball in play. Still allowed to continue. Wrexham with the ball now. Long ball, searching. LOB, yeah. I thought he could have got to that one maybe a little bit and at least flicked it on to restarted the chase, but nothing there. And so it's Mitchell. I only hear Millwall fans. Ooh. Doyle, nice little play there to track that ahead of Aziz, get it back to Ogonko in danger, and away we go forward. Kabore, you got to do better than that, sir. Free kick going to be given there on Clueworth. Oh, hard. If he got the yellow, it was only because he grabbed the jersey on the way down. I don't think the foul itself, I don't think that was worth the yellow. Yeah, I'm with Marty. I think it was just because of the grab. Had it have been just the foot, it would have been fine. But I actually think he was trying to protect him from going down. Swept the leg and then went, hold on a second. I'll just grab him and hold him and help him so he doesn't hurt himself. Huh. Bandit of Sheffield Wednesday get far side into the box, into the area, headed forward and up in the air. And is Moore going to just let it go out? He faked like he was going to play it and then lets it go out and it'll be a goal kick. 56 minutes, 40 seconds. 56:45 coming up now. The only thing that gives me comfort, John, saying we do not have a scoring threat at this minute is that, and I don't disagree on the game, is I'm starting to get used to the fact that it's just sort of what we've been doing the last couple of games, but we've still found a way, right? We've been frustrated in other matches and still just found a way. So we'll see if that part of the story continues. As that's a miss hit by Hyam. It's going to be a Millwall throw in right at the Spinfist. Giselle can get Fletcher, and he's all he has to do is change. I'll take some Scottish Viking Jesus magic. Kabore, not able to get it. So wide right hand side. Taylor, Cooper, pressure from Rathbone. Goes back to Crocombe, and he's just going to sit and hold. Pushes it forward, plays catch with Denor over to the right-hand side. Taylor, Denor, Mitchell, recycled. Running forward. Oh, that's a great ball forward. Dangerous 18-yard box, and it's a last-minute stab by High. I'm able to control that one as that pass floated through, or not floated through, passed through two people, and now it's Rathbone trying to go wide, and he missed that one, trying to get it wide to Moore. I wouldn't have called 0-0. That through ball was gorgeous up to Ivanovic, and it was just a desperate pass, and we're giving things up. Flag stayed down, headed, and it's knocked in on goal. Should have been offside. I'd like to see that again, but it doesn't matter. 1-0 bad guys. Clueworth on an own goal.
Been so bad today.
I can't tell from that. Like, why? What's the point of giving us a replay before the ball is passed? Why, Max? He was just frozen. He didn't know what to do, so he just stood there and took it off the middle of the chest. Apparently, the score is backwards, Brendan. I want to see the pass. They showed us the replay. I couldn't tell anything from the replay that I saw because the ball was already in the air. So I'd be completely guessing.
I don't know how I have the scoreboard backwards. It's 1-0 Millwall.
Yeah, 1-0 Millwall. Then we've got it right. I don't know if you did or not. I was just only going with the chat. Well, got work to do now. How do you respond? It's been a while since we've been chasing one. We've been looking for goals desperately, but we haven't been chasing one. I guess not that far. We just have to go back to Ollie Rathbone's goal, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where in a 0-0 game it becomes very interesting as far as Matt. Well, Max scored an own goal, yeah. I thought it was offside, but I can't really tell because I'm only going from where he was eye test as the ball was moving forward. Crossed, tried to go for an own goal, scream for a handball, shout for it, nothing given. I am in a battle with Ivanovic, and yellow card going to go to Ivanovic for throwing the ball away, or should. That one's an automatic. One sub window left, and so if you're going to probably do that at like the 73rd to 78th minute, because you can't go too low. You can't do it too early because if something happens, then you're down a man. And this now that we're down one, it's the loudest that the fans have been. What's going on? Moore held, cuddled, can't maintain the ball. Taylor defends it, gets it back to Cooper, and it's going to get cleared. But I think you're going to get a three-person change sitting around the 78th minute. I don't think it can be earlier than that. And that's headed out. W&G says they'll turn this around 2-1. Trust me, I want that sort of faith. I want that level of trust. Oh, I agree. Go for it. 3 changes, get everybody up going in the front, chase after it. No reason not to. But I don't think you can do it earlier than the 78th minute because you run the risk of that injury, and then you're down a man and you got no hope. Thanks, Chris. Nice to see you again, by the way. Didn't notice you were in the chat, or I would have said hi without having to respond to the donation, but I appreciate that. Quick one taken. Ref allows it. Moved forward, curled in, and Ogonko comes and collects. Up forward to Moore. Nobody ahead of him. Fakes the curl. He's going to continue. We'll take a throw in 40 yards away, and he's running. The happy clappers here. We're safe. It's all good. You don't also waste your magic, Denise, but this is a good game when you use it if you need to. So Rathbone collects it, plays catch with Sheaf. Left-hand side, Doyle moving forward, finds Thomason. Back now, Sheaf. Thomason, 20 yards out. He's going to drive the middle, pull back to Sheaf. Dobson, cross, trying. All that build up, passing around in the back, and then a switch out to the right-hand side, too hot and too out of control. Thrown in, knocked out, throw it in again. Catch up to where I'm at. Throw in there. Mitchell collects it back and thumps it far side, and we'll get a free kick. I missed what happened. I just saw a white jersey go screaming into the play as the camera was moving, and now we've got Kabore 19 yards out. He's got Rathbone. He's going to... What? Why? Can Thomason keep it alive? It's kicked forward, and Thomason gets the ball. Was that a pass or a shot? What was that from Kabore? Passing it around. Doyle, we're too static. Somebody's got to fill a lane. There we go. A little bit movement now. Sheaf's got it. He's searching up to Moore. In the bottom, knocks it down. In the box, knocks it down, turns, leaves it, right foot. And what did they call him?
Bullshit offsides.
What the fuck? Can we go back to the replay so we can find out the offside I'm really interested in? Was he offside? Let's see. What? I mean, it's one of those angles that's hard to go with. You're looking at the grass and assuming it to be straight to be able to find that. But I don't think that was offside. And we're owed a call, I think. All right, got to beat the guys in the black kit as well as the guys in the cream kit. No, I don't think it's a banana peel. I think you just end up not being able to get the win when you needed to, and you just, if that's what happens, you have to accept it. As Thomason takes the ball from LOB, he's going to drive on his man, cuts in front, right footer, blocked. Scream for handball, nothing given. Fans and players on that one all contributing to the charge down and nothing given, so we carry on as Thomason, gorgeous, dancing around his man. You're going to tell me Kakache is better than this guy? I'm going to tell you you're high.
Well, if you'd show up, you would have seen him better.
Maybe. Dobson, the muffin cannon. Here comes the play. Are they going to call this? Let's see this. They're showing the Thompson. I'm marrying Dobson and Thomason. Whoa. I can't tell from that angle what it hit, but it looked awkward as far as going down. Anyone else lost sync with video and audio? Not me. With our audio or with game audio? Mark says the exact same thing that I said about that. It would be a handball. His arms were up and suspiciously so, but it's just whether it hit his hand or not. And I couldn't tell from that angle. It's one of those ones where it's a blur of you can just make out shapes, not any details. 67 minutes. Still lots of game left in this one as Moore trying to get there. Headed straight up in the air from Cooper, and Moore's able to collect a little heavy touch towards the touchline. Can he save it? He does. Draws it back. Thomason has a man on. Thomason collects it. Thomason, nice little pass forward. It's knocked out by Krama. I'd hate to be out of sync. Doyle with an opportunity. Sheaf being held, playing advantage. Call it. Thank you. Well, that's done. That's well done by the ref. That's one of the first times in the last 4 games seen playing advantage done right. Is Sheaf's being held, but stays on his feet, so he plays advantage. I was like, oh, he might get a. Did he get a card there for the protest? He did. I can understand a little bit for Benham if you say he's been getting away with it all game.
Yeah, he has been.
And then he gets a sort of a call there, but that's how playing advantage is supposed to be, right? Let him stay on his feet. It didn't go anywhere, and so you blow it down and say, "Let's give you the free kick." Do you want to shoot it? And Dobson, he says, "Not. I don't want Dobson shooting this from there." O'Brien, left foot, far post, headed it. I was there, but just couldn't get it down. Hyam got up and nothing there. You know what? It hit his right arm. They showed the handball finally, and he had one arm up and away and one arm close. It hit his arm, but his arm was across his chest. I don't think you can't give that. Oh. Keeler done. Get apparently up on the sideline, says Mr. Griffiths, preparing substitutions.
I hope they do a full line change.
Oh, it's got to be 3. It has to be 3. You've got one window left. If it's just DKD, we've stuffed that up as Millwall making its way in, dancing towards the 18-yard box, get by his man, and Hyam, last man in, gets crushed, though, in the tackle, and it's going to go for a quarter. And it's got to be all 3. Smith is coming in, and I think you're gonna lean on Moore. I don't think you're going to take him out. Throw it all forward. No reason not to go for it. Going to be a left-footed in-swinger delivered 6-yard box, and Taylor got his head on it, but just thumps it through the air. Smith. Kabore down the right, across the halfway line. Gets by Bannon. He's on a long run. He's got 2 in the box, cross forward, and his cross is... Thomason, wow. Able to get there on the far side. I guess you're expecting that today. He gets it around. Dobson, is he going to have a crack? Right foot? He tried to get it to Moore and couldn't get to there. Bouncing around, but it's going to get freed up. Doyle's going to collect it. He's got Thomason, and then Thomason shoots it to the moon. Our crosses today, like, is there some sort of vortex happening that's causing wind gusts that are just crazy? There's got to be one more coming. Yeah, Smith, DKD, and Windass. Right, Marty? I don't... The thing is him blasting down that line, that whole opportunity was built because of his capacity, his capability. He kicked it by the man, kept it in bounds, jumped over top of him, blasted down the line, gets all the way over there, and then it gets time to commit to the cross. And he misses it. All right, well, we're going for it. Sheaf on out, Rathbone out, O'Brien out, Smith on, Keeler Dunn, and Windass. I would have even gone one step further and left Rathbone on and taken Dobson off. Bannon's off. Well, we're going for it now. Yeah, Keeler Dunn is he a new man or a recycled man? He's had some time. And maybe there's something to be said that he sees the Wrexham badge and he just picks up his game, because when he's on it, his ability to drive the middle is something that we haven't really had. The problem is he's just not always there. Windass, nice little pass there up to Smith, who's passed him into the area. Curls back. He's got Kabore, decides just to lay it off. Leaves it up for Windass. Windass stabs it forward for Kabore towards the line. Enough weight on that one? Too much. That little hitch stack, see that, John, that's what you're talking about. You saw that non-anticipation, even laid up on that pass. He didn't expect it through, and then he had to get on his horse and try and get there and just didn't have enough pace. But that Smith through ball, chasing him down and him being able to get past the line, that's kind of what you want. Those two big center backs test the pace. Butte Energy Cup tomorrow, the quarterfinals. Deandra's taking off. She'll be there tomorrow. Make sure you join Carmarthen Town. I know I need to get the thumb up for that one. Millwall passes it forward. Twisted up, spun about, and Windass is there to stab it away. Maybe this is a 1-0 lead, the worst lead in football. There's your first call, Brendan, against Moore for being abused by Cooper or Taylor. Kabore, Cleworth, Dobson, up to Cleworth.
It's a horrible pass.
Yeah, that was.
That's what he's been doing all game.
The thing is I'll give him a one-day crapper, because you look at his stats, and if you go to that tableau, his individual analytics are 10 times better, and that's not a hyperbole. 10 times better than Viner on the defensive side, and his passing is not as good, but it doesn't fall off the map as a metric. Zach's a passer, and that's what he is. He's not a defender, and we're going to get really frustrated with three in the back. Foul throw, huh?
That's what I'm talking about. There's always a backpack of 200 pounds on Moore.
On Moore, yeah. Yeah, you're so far ahead. I just saw the backpack there, but it's moved forward. Couldn't get to it. Keeler Dunn. I was like, who's seven? Who's seven? Who's seven? Well, it has to be Keeler Dunn. It just wasn't registered. I looked kind of like Sheaf with the wrong hair color. Thrown in, Doyle with it. Let's go, let's go. Keeler Dunn knocks it back to him, and it's a giveaway. Geez, Mitchell just juking and dancing around the side. He's able to get it back, and now they're coming forward. Dobson has to come back and fill in for Doyle. And it's knocked out, and we'll get a goal kick. Well done by Dobson. We are in the wrong end. Thomason. Come on, do something. Long balls. Just gave it away. Taylor has it and thumps it down the middle of the pitch, and it's Mitchell who collects it. Denore, Mitchell gets it back. Top steps up. Doyle stepped up. we're starting to put pressure forward, which opens up gaps in the back. So, but Kabore is there filling in the back line, and that's well done for him, and he leaves it. Nice little play there. Dobson and Kabore so far doing a really good job filling in because Doyle comes forward, Kluworth comes forward, and they're able to fill those gaps in the back. But now the question is, can we get forward? Is Keeler done? Back to Heim. Find some magic late. 12, 13 minutes plus added time. Kluworth. Bristol City up on Hull. Thank you for Bristol City pulling that one off. But we would still like to do some extra work. Dobson. Doyle, left-hand side, searching into the middle of the area. Crosses in the area, headed up into the air. Cooper straight up. Can Moore get there? No. Cat headed out, knocked down. Left footer! Just missed. Thomason, he's screaming for a corner, and he gets it. Considering that was deflected off of somebody, that had some stank on it. Right off of the foot, deflected. Right-footed, and we don't have anybody better for the corners than Dobson. Right-footed in-swinger. Dobson has a role, exceptional player in his role. But I think there were six white jerseys around that ball before you got to the closest red kit. You're talking about Lee's comments when he went to Doncaster and was told not to ruin the mood and maybe a little bit overly critical of stuff. Look, is that what we're talking about? Hold on a second. Right-hand side, Aziz is 2 in the box, 9 yards. It's going to go up for a corner. Look, I didn't view that as anything other than frustration. Oh, did I lose my camera?
No, you're good.
Oh, odd. Oh, it's on. The main camera didn't go off. I hope it doesn't fire up or it's going to jump in. I would have expressed the same frustration if I'm Elliot Lee. You brought in a guy who, honestly, with Keeler Dunn, I'm not saying he's a bad footballer, but I don't think he's a significant upgrade, if an upgrade at all, on Elliot Lee. And so you have a club hero, a guy who's got it done, who's fought thick and thin for you, and you replace him with somebody who is really bad. Lee made some comments that were interpreted as being unnecessarily critical of Parkey. I have to find them again to pull them up. Parkey Andor Club. Ogonkwo. Moore doesn't frame anybody off on that one. That's just the byproduct of getting beaten up for 80 minutes. Is he kind of pulled out on that one, just left it there for Cooper to run through and head it the other way. Oh, I don't think he has a higher floor. Lee to me was consistent. But Keeler Dunn, I think, has more moxie when he's got it, but he's also disappears. Where the number of times where Elliot Lee disappeared in games was few and far between. So it was an interesting decision to make that swap out, and I don't think it was personality, and maybe it was. Aziz dragged, nice little play there, and wow, just missed on that on the far post. Is Elliot Lee, who is the defender on that one? We got beat him. It's 3 years though, Spetsnos. It's only 3 years.
It's Kabore that got beat. He got beat earlier in the game really bad too, and the guy shanked a sitter of 2 meters in front of the net. So
what was Kabore doing on defending over on that far side? Oh, it's Thomason. No, it's Thomason there. And then Thomason got beat, was completely looking the other way, thought the ball was going almost. And then it was Doyle who tried to go out and cover, and the pass came across, but it doesn't matter. Oh, you're talking Kabore on the cover of the. I was wondering who got beat on the ball drag, not on the far post. You were talking on the far post.
On the far post, Kabore keeps letting his guy run right by him, uncontested for opportunities.
Opportunity, left foot. Smith trying to replay Charlton. Griffith Marks identified that. Did they give offside on that? Okay, we're not going to be able to score because the official's too tight on that side. Drew it down and then completely stuffed the. Got to it too quick. Can't say stuff it because the play was impressive just to be able to knock it down to his feet, but he couldn't get the left foot on it to put it on target and dragged it. Yeah, I don't think so either, but it's where we're at. Elliott knows, and look, heat of the moment, you switch clubs, you're not happy with what happened. And a turnover, and Sam Smith, he's got an opportunity all the way in. Right footer, misses to the right. Sammy boy. It was right there for you, and you missed it. Top right. Giveaway. And that's exactly who you want on the ball in that situation. Why is Moore jogging? Got it forward, got it passing. Did you see Ogunko in the background being like, settle? You can tell he was thinking that Smith is going to get excited. He just goes, come on. Doesn't work. Millwall preparing a triple change. There's your call, Brendan, with all the holds and stuff that's been going on with Moore, and that one gets a foul the other way.
Yeah.
For 2 in 30 seconds.
They're going to have to get him abuse counseling at the end of this game.
Yeah. Six minutes plus added time left into the box. And it's way too heavy. It's just going to go out and we'll get it. Well done, ball boy, getting that ball quick to Ogunko. We're underway. What was that? Ogunko rushed it because the crowd wanted them to hurry up because the subs are coming, so he just kicks it out of bounds. Ayo, my friend, that cost us 40 seconds. John throws that one out. Maybe less if we're able to steal the ball back. Smith trying to beat his man. Goes back to Crocombe on the back pass and thump down. I missed a sub name. Krama forward. Wide open. Player down, back of the net, 2-0. Who got completely wiped out? Was that Doyle? The game is over, Mr. Griffiths. That's 2-0.
They had just two guys, and Doyle split them and then couldn't do anything.
Yeah, all I saw was Red Kit laying on the deck.
It was almost irrelevant.
It was Hyam. Yeah,
he couldn't cover either guy from where he was. They had that side overloaded, and Hyam needed to be much further left, and he wasn't. So
much further left to take that guy away, or much further right to take away the other guy, but. No, we were just the joy of having three men back is when you have three men coming forward and no assistance from the wing backs on either side. They just don't align. And so Hyam was playing Mon-Pa defense between two players and couldn't get to the ball as it was passed forward to the other side. The camera, though, featuring Mr. Clueworth, so maybe they've got I wouldn't put that was poor team defense. That wasn't poor individual defense. And a good play by Aziz that got to Coburn and finished. Like, call it what it is. That's to be fair, sort of what I kind of expected. And we've seemed to have this habit of when we get close to being able to assert ourselves or to get where we want to go, we have a setback game.
We looked so good, though, in the first 15 minutes. Could have put this game away.
Ref now calling the ticky-tacky stuff. Little jersey pull, got that one. And anyway, it's Windass now over on the right-hand side. Swung on, Moore couldn't get it, knocked down, and both screaming for it, and it's going to go for a corner over to the right-hand side. 2.5 minutes plus added.
Oh, come on.
If it does, they love that everyone hates us mentality. Like, they like to just be a in-swinger, far side, and kind of a wasted corner, but it's up. Kiefer Moore cleared off the line. It's just one of those days.
I thought that guy might have been in the net when he cleared it.
They do have the technology for the cross the line buzzer, though. But yeah, I hear you.
He was in the net when he cleared it. The question was, where was the ball?
Doyle embarrasses his man, gets it across, headed away. Kudos to the guys for just continuing to go. Dobson over to Cabore. We're going to get a free kick because that was a dangerous ball on Dobson with the boots up by Negley. Well, we'll get a replay here. No, it's just out. The player was in the net, but his boot was not. Falling backwards, got the boot out. Dobson, right foot into the mix. Not high enough. Smith couldn't get it. It's cleared out. And then Thomason lurking, goes and grabs it, steals it, and just a little powder puff shot to the keeper, Crocum. He's going to take his time. Well, I guess a 2-0 game. Why not recycle it? And he gives it away. Right side, Cabore. And it's out. Oh. Do I watch the first 15 minutes so I can actually see what the club looked like and Kakache, whether he actually performed or he's just dog? Like, he can get sent. We'd say in hockey, we'd say he can get sent out for a bag of pucks. Like, that's where I'm getting with it. It's starting to become general disdain for a real antipathy. Oh, they're going to be a corner over on the other side. Windass, no other option except to knock that out. So still 6, but PNE's drawn back closer. Bristol City's gone up to sits at 46. Fortunately for us, Hull City doesn't go away. The question is, not as good as Brendan says, but not bad either. Is this a third injury of the season? It's the third one, right? And when he's on, it's been nothing better than fast.
At 2, John.
It's into the area, cleared out, nothing there. It gets all the way back, or it's Negley. He's going to draw it back. Another one of the subs over on the far left side, or I guess not a sub. He is a sub, but he's not a center back sub. He's there in defense. Oh, gave it away. Opportunity, trying to get it to Smith, and the ball far too far behind. Like, died in the air. It died off his foot. Smith has to hold up and try and stop on a full sprint to go back and get the ball and can't get it. 2 minutes. Thrown in all the way down the line. Millwall helping out. They're not, as far as killing time goes, they're one of the worst in the league at it because Crocom's kicked the ball out of bounds for us. This guy threw it down for us. We just can't take possession of it. And well done. Keeler Dunn with a nice little play there to grab the ball, but can't move it forward. Dobson up to Keeler Dunn. Dancing around. Can't beat 2 men and loses it. Just blow it down. Just blow it down. A minute to go. And just no way to pierce through. No answer. On the ball, off the ball. They're still chasing it down, and we're looking for opportunities. Doyle gets it up left-hand side. Diagonal, try to find Smith or Moore or somebody, but misses, and Crocom taking his time. The championship, it doesn't give you anything. You got to go and take it, and just not enough today at the end. Cleworth, the unfortunate bounce high in the back line, not working when we've got less support because we put extra bodies forward to try and get caught up. Still in the hunt. Still lots of games to play. 14, I guess. There's the whistle. That's the ball game. 2-0 Millwall. I don't think the score necessarily justifies what I'm seeing as the stats and what I saw in the second half. Wrexham, we had higher XG. We had more shots, more big chances in that first 15 minutes, supposed to be absolutely amazing, but just couldn't get the finish. And a couple of, it's going to happen. Ball bounces the other way. And I think, to be fair, this is the inverse of how game one went with Millwall. It was exceptionally close game. Probably didn't deserve a 2-0 win for us down there, but we took it. And Millwall said that was one of the worst games that they played, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they'll be happy to have come back and to stolen points from us. And for us, you look at the game and say, we were in it, we hung in, we just got a couple of bounces and things didn't work. And Matty James, the bigger issue is Matty James and Kakache being out. But Brendan, what's your summary having seen the whole 90?
Frustrating. What could have been. To your point, like teams around us not necessarily, picking up points on our opportunity to close the gap and solidify ourselves in a playoff spot a little bit more. And we blow the opportunity at home when, at least in the first 15 minutes, we looked like we could have won the game. So that, and every time sometimes I want no injuries more than I want the points. And sometimes I want the 3 points, then I just don't want injuries are the things that I care most about. And we didn't get any points, and we got 2 injuries. So this couldn't have been much worse.
And Lee, with the comment there, still in the playoffs, and I believe it. And I mean, that's the takeaway from this one. The good news, we're still in the playoffs, assuming that the scores hold. That nobody can catch us anyway that's behind us right now. But as the scores hold, Bristol City is going to draw back into the discussion, which I think is fine. Bristol City can beat anybody that they want, because I don't think they have the ponies to run with the guys that are the teams that are at the top of the table. But 3-2, they're up on Hull. Preston's P&E's drawing back in with a 1-0 over Portsmouth. I'm okay with that. So it's just Ipswich moving further ahead. Those top threes, the automatics start to get, you'd have to go on some crazy run. But we're in the mix. we are definitely in the mix, and it makes those 2 games against Ipswich, both in the cup and the league, more important. Carmarthen Town tomorrow, Butte Energy Cup. Brendan and Deanne are going to be there. I want to be there, so we'll see if I can get there. I did get jumped by 6 fans there once by wearing a Team England polo shirt, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. But yeah, late goals conceded. And well, the second late goal, if that's what you're talking about, John, I don't know. We went with all of our offensive guys. We went after it. We essentially, in hockey terms, pulled the goalie. I mean, we didn't pull the goalie. We took a defenseman up and made him a forward. But man, I'm just watching the highlights as we go through this one. So thanks to everybody for being here for this one. Thank you, Brendan, for covering for me. The good news is I get to, it sounds like things are settling down here. We're hoping with the whole hold and secure stuff going on over. It sounds like it's a kid with a hoax and a really good VoIP and VPN that the cops can't crack, which is embarrassing. That's the rumors. I don't know for sure. But yeah, what do we go through the stats? Is it even worth it?
I had already popped them up. Not really. We had the majority of them.
Yeah, we had the majority of them, and we didn't end up getting the win. We talked about Matty James going down in the 35th minute. Kikache goes down in the 51st. Kikache, by the way, with the minutes that he's had today, it passed the 700-minute mark in league games. 0 goals, 0 assists. You compare that through the midfield and onto other wing backs. Cabore's played 1,100. He's got 4 assists. Thomason's played 1,100. He's got 4 assists. Lewis O'Brien's played twice as much. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists. Josh Windass has played twice as much. He's got 8 goals and 4 assists. Matty James, 3 times as much, 1 goal, 2 assists, and he's in the defensive position role, not on a wing-back role. So Ryan Longman, you want to compare positions, I guess, because that's probably fair rather than just saying as midfielder or attacking mid. He's played 2.5 times as much, and he's got 2 goals and an assist. No toque for me, just bad hair day, John. Yeah, I think it's time to call spade a spade with that one. We're back here next week. It's going to be a Friday start of Ipswich Town, so mark a date on the calendar. Carmarthen Town tomorrow, and then we recycle again with Ipswich coming back the following week. And somebody told me that if we are able to get rid of that Ipswich game, or we win that Ipswich game, then the FA Cup will be that weekend, which means I won't have a 4:30 in the morning start the following week on March 7th. So if that's the case, then I'm all for advancing in the FA Cup so that I don't have to wake up and try and do it at 3:30 in the morning. My apologies for not being here, Brendan. I owe you, I don't know what I'm up to, a couple of cases of beer?
Yeah, I'm going to be an alcoholic pretty soon.
I'm going to have to ship something over. You guys get Wrexham Lager down in Mass?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? We'll have to figure something out here on my end. Much love and happiness to all of you guys. Have yourselves a good weekend if you're not here for the Carmarthen game tomorrow. And Brendan, any parting thoughts?
No, we're still in this thing. It's going to be interesting. Let's enjoy the ride.
There we go. See you guys tomorrow or next week. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.